And we are at Lake Forest College. I'm Kyle Smith. I'll be your play-by-play commentator on the night. My color commentator, Emily White, current student at Lake Forest College, former right-wing player for the Foresters. And Emily, welcome to Lake Forest College. I'm Kyle Smith, play-by-play commentator for today's game between the Lake Forest Foresters and the Marian University Sabres. My color commentator is Emily White, current Lake Forest College student majoring in communications. Emily, the Lake Forest Foresters are coming in red hot. They are 5-1-1 since the month of December. Emily, what is going on right now with the Lake Forest Foresters?
The Foresters have been off to a great start, especially since they've been back from break. They've been on fire. I think with the return of Stacey Deerking in the net, she's provided a lot of strength and stability back there, and it's allowing the Foresters to proceed with confidence out here.
Obviously, Michelle Greenway has been a major part of this Lake Forest offense, coming in with 18 goals, 8 assists, but it hasn't just been Michelle. Morgan Pope with 11 goals, 7 assists. Melissa Palich, 8 goals, 10 assists. But who else, if Marian stops those people, who else needs to step up for Lake Forest if Michelle and Morgan cannot do well today?
I think the great thing about the Foresters is this is a very deep team. They have a solid 3 lines, and we can see a lot of points generated, especially yesterday. It was proof. We saw a lot of points generated by several of the players, and I think Holly Lesperance, she's been pretty strong out there. She was injured last season. She's right back at it.
And we're into the action as Marian University tries to get to their own zone. Number 7 of Lake Forest College, that's Michelle Greenway, as Marian University dumps it towards the other side. Marian University on the attack, pass and it will not go through. Lake Forest goes the other way. Number 7, Michelle Greenway. Oh, what a toe drag, shoots! Oh, what a save by Marian University. Lake Forest College still in Marian University zone. Number 2, Allie Gennard with the puck. But Marian University steals it, and a beautiful deke deflected, and Marian University will get it out of the zone. But Lake Forest College is playing good forecheck right now. They are not letting Marian University go the other way with the puck. Lake Forest College and an offside call, kind of a ticky-tack call there by the official. What do you say, Emily?
Yes, I agree with you. I think the Foresters, though, they're off to a good start. They're already pressuring hard, and did not take long for us to see that famous toe drag move by Michelle Greenway.
19:06, we have just begun play. 0-0 is the score as the face-off will be underway. And the Lake Forest College gets the puck. They'll dump it in deep. Number 13 for Marian, Amanda Ciro from Holiday Hills, Illinois. Marian University is having a tough time getting it out of their own zone, and they're definitely not going to win any games if they're playing the entire game on the defensive side of the puck. Dumps it in deep, and Marian University once again having a tough time getting out of their zone. Emily, what do you see with this Marian University offense where they're just having really trouble breaking the puck out of their zone?
I think they're being pressured hard, and they just need to keep their heads up, gain some composure. I know how hard it is to, not just have a split second to make any decisions, and they're just going to have to gain some composure here.
Shot by number 6 of Lake Forest. That's Morgan Pope, their second leading scorer, but the goalie for Marian University, number 29, Amanda Alexander, covers it up. 18:20 remaining, no score. And it's looking good so far for Lake Forest.
It sure is.
And here we go. Another after the freezing of Amanda Alexander, another face-off in the Marian University zone as number 27, Casey Hartville. But that one's deflected. Marian University on the other way. Big-time check right there by Lake Forest, courtesy of number 22, Marissa Weber. Number 6, great move. But no, Marian University goes the other way as Morgan Pope doing really well on the forecheck so far. Looks like an icing call right there. It is. And the puck once again, Marian University cannot get it past the center line and go on their own attack in the Lake Forest zone.
I don't think we've seen Marian have any possession over the blue line into the Forester zone yet.
Marian University is really struggling. They come into this game 1-4-1 since the month of December started. 17:44 remaining. Lake Forest swinging a miss right there for Marian as Lake Forest continues to keep it in the zone. Defenseman for Lake Forest. Big time pass deflected, and might have been a tripping call, but no call by the official. 17:29 remaining. Lake Forest still has the puck in Marian University zone. Oh, what a move by number 11. Brittany Sims, shot saved by Lake Forest. Courtesy on the save is Casey Hartfill. 17:13 remaining. Now finally Marian University is on the attack, but Lake Forest defenseman number 16 Sarah Gilbride doing a good job. She is one of the centers on this team. Lake Forest has 3 centers, and they are led by leading scorer Michelle Greenway. Marian University gets it past the center line, but Lake Forest recovers on their own breakout attempt. Puck goes to the near board as Lake Forest now on the attack. Number 10, Emily Weibo, shoots it, but it's deflected. Marian University the other way. Past the defenseman as Marian University will dump it. Line change for Marian University. 15:30 remaining in the first period. No score. Number 2, Ella Gerard passes it to number 10, Weibo. Weibo dumps it in and just dumps it in barely. She had to get a line change as Lake Forest does their own line change. There's 15:13 remaining. Pass there by Lake Forest to number 4, Holly Lesperance. And call by the official. Looks like an offside call. 0-0 is the score. Looks like Marian University has finally learned how to break the puck out of their zone. Yep,
like I said, they just needed to sit back for a second, take their time, and I think they're a little calmer out there.
Lots of attempts right there in the first 5 minutes of play for Lake Forest, but they couldn't get the puck in the net. Is that going to come back to bite the Foresters today?
You know, it's important to capitalize on those opportunities, but if they keep them coming, something's bound to go in.
Oh, backhanded shot by Lesperance, but it's saved by Alexander. Alexander, the goaltender for Marian University from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Ontario, from St. Basil High School. 15:55 remaining in the first period. No score. Face-off on the near side. It's won by Marian University, but Lake Forest recovers the puck. Number 4, Holly Lesperance. Lesperance playing a great game so far. Number 6, Sari Beer dumps it, but Lake Forest defenseman number 7, forward Michelle Greenway keeps it in the zone. Lake Forest still on the attack behind the net. And Lake Forest is bottled up, but Lake Forest continues to keep possession. Nice check right there by Marian. Another big-time check as finally Marian University gets it out of their zone. But one of the captains, that's number 16, Sarah Gilbride, the defenseman, 5'7" from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, dumps it in. I didn't get the call. What was the call? Icing right there?
It was an icing call, yep.
15:19 remaining, no score.
It's good to see Hartfield back in the net. She's been out for a few games as Deer King has started for the Foresters, but Casey Hartfield's proved herself, and I think she deserves to play today as well, especially after the large win yesterday for the team.
Casey Hartfield is actually a freshman, so Hartfield starting as a freshman for the Foresters. Puck dumped in. It's now in Marian University zones. On the puck is number 4, Amanda Weigand. She is their leading scorer coming into today's game. Dumped in deep by Marian. Lake Forest College trying to get it out. Number 18, Alex Stensland on the puck, and it goes to the other side. And it's passed. Pass to number 3, Aaron Shamley. 14:45 remaining. Lake Forest. Oh, what a move! What a move by Greenlee. 2-on-1. Can't she find the open man? Shoots. Saved by Alexander. 14:37 remaining. And man, that's Lake Forest College might regret that one as they had a 2-on-1 and they just could not capitalize.
Yep, that's something that when you get a chance like that needs to end in the back of the net.
Pass to number 19. That's Natalie Pattison as Lake Forest College still on the attack. It's passed. Deflect. A nice give and go there to Greenway, but Alexander is playing outstanding in the night so far. And another save by Alexander. If Marian University wins tonight, she's definitely getting the first star of the game. 13:58 remaining in this first period. No score. 2-on-2 here. Can Marian University capitalize? and a pass. That one was attempted for number 21, Nina Laurie, but it was not to be for Marian University. Laurie is their second leading scorer coming into today. No score as Marian University does their own breakout play. Attempted pass to, looks like number 11, Brittany Sims, doesn't go, and a tripping call. Looks like Lake Forest College is going to be on the power play. Marian University can't have that if they're going to win today.
Especially after seeing how the Foresters came out last night. They were very successful on their power play, and hopefully they can generate something here.
What do you see from Amanda Alexander from Marian that's making it tough for the Foresters to get the puck past her?
She's really quick, and she's done pretty well with her rebound control. We're getting a lot of shots off, and I haven't seen her leave any big rebounds out so far.
Should the Foresters aim low with their shots, try to get some rebounds on fast break opportunities going towards the net? Say 2-on-1s?
I think that might be a good strategy.
Number 18 for Lake Forest, that's Alex Strenslin. Lake Forest on the power play. Let's see if they can capitalize. Pass. Oh, it didn't go through. The pass went through, but number 10, Emily Weibo, could not put it through. At Lake Forest, still in the zone, though. 5-on-4, a minute 38 remaining on the penalty. A tripping call by Marian University. And it's deflected by number 14, Kristen Skubik, as Marian University goes the other way. Once again, Marian University is on the penalty kill, so there is no icing call when they're on the penalty kill. Lake Forest College goes the other way. Number 21, Laura Reckendwald with the puck. As Lake Forest College trying to get that puck in. 0-0 is the score. 12:40 remaining in the first period as a line change right there for Lake Forest. Entering the game is Greenway, and beautiful penalty kill so far for Marian University. It seems that every time Lake Forest College goes on the attack today, Marian University is playing great defense to make sure no puck goes in the net.
Marian had a lot of practice last night being able to, understand the Forester power play, and I think they're doing a great job with this kill.
What do you see from Marian? They lost 9-0 last night, and it just seems like a different team than the one that played last night against the Foresters.
Yeah, they seem to be playing with a bit more confidence, and that's all you really need in the game of hockey.
And, oh, no, the Foresters. I think that's going to be a tripping call against Lake Forest. Now we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey, and head coach Carissa Zeben cannot be happy about that.
No, it's pretty easy to see when Coach Zeben is upset with her team, and her you can kind of tell right now she's not very happy with that call.
Carissa Zeben, head coach of the Foresters, her 9th year with the team. She actually played 4 years at the University of New Hampshire for their hockey program. A tripping call against Lake Forest College, and the old expression in hockey is that a tripping call is the most lazy penalty in the game. Would you agree with that, Emily?
Oh, for sure. It's important to keep your feet moving and avoid those calls.
4-on-4 hockey with 16 seconds left, and then Marian University will go on the power play. That puck is dumped in. It's 4-on-4, so that'll be an icing call as a minute 42 left on the Lake Forest penalty, 10 seconds left on the Marian University penalty, 11:39 remaining in the game. No score, but Michelle Greenway has had some good opportunities to get the puck past Amanda Alexander of the Marian University goalie. Amanda Weibo takes the face-off, and she'll win it for the Foresters. 11:36 remaining. 4-on-4 hockey, 4 seconds remaining on the Marian University penalty. And that penalty's over. So Marian University's on the power play with a minute 30 remaining. And that puck is dumped in by the Foresters. Picking up the puck for Marian University's number 9, Sophie Schelt. She is from Stoughton, Wisconsin. Marian University 5-on-4 hockey now. Passes it to number 4, Amanda Wigan. Wigan, their leading scorer. Behind the net, and it's deflected by the Foresters. A minute 10 remaining on their power play. 11:04 remaining in the game. The Foresters, and they try to get it out, but number 6 of the Foresters, Morgan Pope, fell down. 58 seconds remaining on the power play, but it looks like Marian University is having a tough time getting shots on net. Lake Forest College doing a great job on their penalty kill. Morgan Pope dumps it in, and Lake Forest looks great on this penalty kill.
They do. Coach Zeben highly depends on Morgan Pope and Emily Weibo for the penalty kill, and they did an excellent job.
5-on-4 hockey, 30 seconds remaining, and that could have been a great attempt right there for Lesbrand. She had the puck, but then fell down. It would have been a one-on-one. But nonetheless, 24 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Foresters. 10:19 remaining in the game. No score as Marian University tries to go on one more attack. Deflected by the Foresters. As Lake Forest College goes the other way, looks like an offside call. 10:08 remaining in the first period. You are listening to a live broadcast of Division III hockey between the Lake Forest Foresters and the Marian University Sabres. Of course, the Sabres named after that team from Buffalo. Buffalo's having a tough time this year, aren't they, Emily?
Buffalo seems to always have a tough time to me.
Emily, obviously, former hockey player, hockey fan. Buffalo Sabres never won the Stanley Cup. Was that a bad call by the officials in that Stanley Cup Finals when Dominic Hasek should have had the save and then the goal went in for Brett Hull? Was that the wrong call by the officials right there for the Buffalo Sabres?
You know, what I've learned is you can never blame the refs for a game. So I might have been a bad call on their part, but
yeah. Of course, that 99. The last time the Buffalo Sabres were in the Stanley Cup Finals was 99, and it was all known for that. That should have been a no call. At least the Sabres fans think so, but they are having a tough time this year. They're in last place in the Eastern Conference. Back to the game. 19:54 remaining. Lake Forest takes on Marian University, and another penalty against Lake Forest. Emily, what's going on right now? Is this just lazy hockey by the Foresters?
Yeah, the Foresters seem to be caught off guard here, and they're taking penalties rather than keeping their composure and playing like they know how to play.
Michelle Greenway on the attack. Once again, this is the Foresters' second penalty in the first 10 minutes of hockey as Marian University tries to go on the attack, but the Foresters get the puck. Number 11, Melissa Paluk, and she'll try to get it, but Marian University will get it. And we got a little bit of a jumble of players there. Finally, the jumble ends. Number 17 of Marian, that's Ryan Lennon. And the Marian University has the puck. She'll pass it to number 4, Amanda Wigan from Swansea, Illinois. Went to Belleville West High School. Marian University dumps it deep. 45 seconds remaining on their penalty kill. We're in the first period. 8:50 remaining. No score. Marian University trying to get a goal on the power play. They've had 2 power plays in the first 10 minutes of hockey. Marian University dumps the puck in. Lake Forest College on the puck is number 18, Alex Strensland from Wayne, Pennsylvania. Marian University on the puck. But Lake Forest College, that's Strensland, gets the puck. But Marian University gets it. 13 seconds remaining on the power play. Number 9 for Marian, that's Sophie Schelt. She will get it. Can't see the number there, but it's a slap shot by Marian University nonetheless. 9:13 remaining. And Lake Forest College isn't playing great hockey, but they're playing great on the penalty kill.
They sure are. I will say, though, Marian's doing just as good as a job on the power play. Last night, it didn't even appear as they were on a power play, as Foresters still seem to keep possession in their zone. So this is a new team out here.
And another thing the Foresters are doing well at is winning faceoffs. Another win right there by Lake Forest. 9:02 remaining in this first period. Lake Forest College on the attack. Dumped in deep by Morgan Pope. She's their second leading scorer coming into today's game. 7:52 remaining in the first period. Lake Forest College gets it to their defenseman. Shot in, misses the net, and Marian University will recover the puck. They'll go on their own attack, but Lake Forest College deflects it. Marian University gets the puck back. And on the far boards, Marian University dumps it in deep. 7:30 remaining, first period, no score. As Lake Forest College, nice pass right there. Number 4, Holly Lesperance. And finally, Amanda Alexander freezes it there for Marian University. No score in this one. As the Sabres trying to get a victory here, they come in. They've only won 1 game in their last 6. As face-off here on the near side. No score as we hear it at Lake Forest College between the Sabres of Marian and the Foresters of Lake Forest. Marian University on the attack, and it's deflected Eventually Lake Forest gets the puck. On the puck is number 13, Logan Taylor. Taylor in the zone, trying to go coast to coast. Passes it, deflected. Oh, it almost went in. Went off the near skate of Michelle Greenway, and it looks like a penalty against Marian. Lake Forest College gets a big power play here, Emily.
They sure do. This is huge.
Lake Forest on the attack, still no call. Eventually, Marian University gets possession of the puck. 6:48 remaining in the first period. Emily, what does Lake Forest have to do on this power play to make sure that puck goes past Amanda Alexander?
Well, we're more than halfway through the period now, so it's important that they do something to get the puck in the back of this net. Let's see, who do we have out here? Okay, I think that with Emily Weibo, they're going to most likely keep her down low. So she'll slide a puck across to Pope. Hopefully she'll be able to find her back door. Captain
Amanda Weibo on the ice for the Foresters. 5-on-4 hockey for Lake Forest. Passes it to number 6, Morgan Pope. Morgan Pope with the puck. She's our second leading scorer. Behind the net, deflected, and Amanda Alexander freezes it. They are just having so many problems getting it past Alexander today.
She's pretty solid back there.
And not that Casey Harfield for Lake Forest had a bad game. She just hasn't been peppered tonight.
Yeah, she hasn't seen much action yet. We'll see what happens.
We might need to get her a lounge chair or something, because she's just been so bored right now today. Only about 2 shots on goal right now so far for Marian University. 1:33 remaining on Lake Forest's power play. By 6:17 remaining in the game. Lake Forest on the attack. Nice pass right there to Pope. Pope, 1-on-4. And then she'll reset, give it to her defenseman, deflected. And number 3 on the puck is Erin Shamley. Marian University trying to get the puck, trying to get it out of their zone. Both teams have committed 2 penalties apiece. 1:05 remaining on the power play. Gives it to number 6, Morgan Pope. Morgan Pope gives it to her defenseman, number 18, Alex Strenzlin. Strenzlin to Pope. Strenzlin, one-timer, no good, deflected by Marian, but Lake Forest keeps possession of the puck. Pope with the puck, gives it to Strenzlin. Strenzlin slap shot. No, it goes, but and once again, big-time save by Alexander. Strenzlin tried to go 5-hole there. Number 3 on the puck is Erin Shamley. But once again, the puck stays in for Lake Forest on the attack. 5:21 remaining, 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Line change here. Number 11 checks in for Lake Forest. That's Melissa Paluk. She's one of the centers on the team. Deflected in the net, 21 seconds. Let's see if Lake Forest can get a goal on this power play. 5:05 remaining. One-timer shot. She scores! Goal for Lake Forest. 1-0. And finally, Emily, Lake Forest gets on the board.
They needed that goal. That was a great finish by Marissa Weber to bank into the back of the net.
And I think we all know this song very well, don't we, Emily?
Oh, we sure do.
This is the theme song of the Blackhawks every time they score a goal. The Chicago Blackhawks coming up their Stanley Cup victory over Emily's Boston Bruins.
Yes, I will say I don't like hearing the sound of that song.
Lake Forest College, 2-on-2 hockey here. Greenway on the play. Looks like Marian might have gotten away with a tripping call there. No call by the officials. 4:48 remaining in the game. Lake Forest once again on the attack. And Marian University isn't going to win many games when they're in the defensive zone most of the game. And it could have been an offsides, but we play in the new era of hockey. There's delayed offsides call. Do you agree with that when they change from regular offside to delayed offsides?
Yeah, I do. I think it allows the flow of the game to, it just flows better. And with a ton of whistles, it's not always easy to keep your head in.
It ruins the momentum of the game.
Yes.
4:15 remaining, 1-0 Lake Forest in the lead. And number 16, Sarah Gilbride on the puck, 3-on-3, shoots, save. Alexander lost possession with her gloved hand, but eventually got it. She freezes it up. 4:04 remaining. And if Marian University is going to win or tie this game, once again, they might have to buy Amanda Alexander a steak dinner.
Oh, yeah. She's holding her own back there.
Amanda Alexander, a freshman, stands at 5'7" from St. Basil High School. 4 minutes remaining. Lake Forest College dumps it in. We're at the far boards here, right corner. 3:55 remaining. Lake Forest keeping it in the zone. And even though it's 5-on-5 hockey, it sure seems like it's 5-on-4 hockey. Marian University is having a tough time getting it out of their zone.
Yeah, Marian, they did have a little pick-me-up in the middle of that period, but it seems like we're right back to how the start of the game went.
Marian University comes in. Their leading scorer is Amanda Wigan. She has 10 goals, 6 assists. Their second leading scorer is Nina Laurie, 7 goals, 6 assists on the year for Marian. And they have not been able to produce on the power play. They come into today under 20% on the power play. So tough year so far with Marian, trying to get the puck in the net on 5-on-4 hockey attempts. 3:40 remaining in the game. Lake Forest, as Lake Forest trying to be up 2 goals here. 3:30 remaining, 1-0 Lake Forest College in the lead. Marian University trying to break it out of their zone. Number 17 of Marian, that's Ryan Lennon, tried to get it out, deflected. Eventually we got an offsides call here. 3:23 remaining, 1-0 Lake Forest in the lead. Face-off here on the far side of the boards. 3:23 remaining, Lake Forest College dumps it in. On the puck is number 4, Holly Lesperance. Lake Forest College trying to get a second goal. And a check there, getting a little frisky there between number 4 of Lake Forest and number 2 of Marian. That's Aaron Dunphy. Under 3 minutes remaining now. Lake Forest keeping the puck in, trying to get their second goal of the game. Lake Forest on the attack. Bonadek tries to center it, but no, deflected by Marian University. And number 16, that is Sarah Gilbride. She gets the puck, and then Lake Forest College will try to dump it in. Lake Forest College gets the puck near the center line. 2:38 remaining, 1-0 in the lead. Oh, what a toe drag there by Sarah Gilbride. 2:29 remaining. Marian University trying to get it out of their net, out of their own zone, as Marian University just having a tough time breaking it out and going on the offensive side. 2:15 remaining. Lake Forest College leads by a goal. There she is, Amanda Wigan, their best player. 2-on-2 hockey. Deflected in, and a shot. It's deflected and saved by Amanda Alexander. Under 2 minutes remaining. Passes it, no good. But Lake Forest College will keep the puck in. And it's getting physical here. Let's see what the call is. We'll wait for the call. Seems like it was against Marian University, Emily.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Honestly, I didn't really see what went down there. Okay, yep. So Foresters are going to go on another power play here.
Another power play for Lake Forest College. Marian University having a tough time getting the puck out of their own zone when it's 5-on-5 hockey, but when it's 5-on-4, it's almost impossible. And that could have been costly for, thank goodness somebody for Lake Forest caught that. That would have been too many women on the ice. And Carissa Zeben would have been very furious if that had been called.
Absolutely. That's not a mistake. You want to make it this level. So good communication by the team to get her off quickly.
When you were playing, Emily, did you ever experience a stupid play where there was too many women on the ice?
Oh, yes. It happens quite frequently. Especially when you're changing and someone's coming onto the ice. It can be hard to judge it.
1:35 remaining. Lake Forest College on the power play. That power play, if Lake Forest doesn't score, will go into the second period. 1-0 Lake Forest College in the lead. One-timer shot. Oh, it almost goes in. It was deflected by Greenway, but it does not go in. 1:26 remaining. Lake Forest College on the attack. And their defensemen are just going to keep shooting slap shots and snapshots until it goes in. What do you think of that strategy by Lake Forest, passing it to their defensemen? The defensemen are just going to shoot slap shots, hope it gets deflected in.
Oh, I think it's great. Just stand in front of the goalkeeper and screen her, and it seems to be working because these shots are getting through.
Number 11 dumps it in. That's a Melissa Palick. 57 seconds remaining. 1-0 Lake Forest College in the lead. They are still on the power play. Greenway looking for a defenseman. Oh, fakes the pass, shoots, deflected. Marian University deflects it, tries to get it out of the zone. but Gilbride keeps it in. Great play there by Sarah Gilbride. Lake Forest College leads 1-0. Oh, I don't know about that decision right there by Palick. She had an open net, but decided to give it to the defenseman. And you got to capitalize on those opportunities if you're Lake Forest. 25 seconds remaining in the first period. 1-0, Lake Forest in the lead. Shot! And it's deflected by Marian University, and she could not get any elevation on that puck. Shoots! Oh! Save! Bad line change there by Marian University, but they'll get away with it as we're going to go into the second period, 1-0. Emily, what do you think about that line change by Marian when they had not yet gotten the puck out of their zone?
I think they were fooled. I saw their defenseman dump the puck in what looked like was going to make the length of the ice and actually hit the ref in the back of the back. So it was a good bounce for the Foresters. And they're lucky. Marian's lucky that didn't end up on the scoreboard.
1-0 after one period of action. Usually when you're making a line change and you're a defenseman, you got to make sure that puck is at least in the far blue line before you decide to go to the bench.
Oh, absolutely. That could have ended badly.
1-0 Lake Forest. We're going to take a intermission break. You are listening to Lake Forest College, Marian University hockey, Division III hockey here at Lake Forest.
How's that? Good?
Welcome back. The Zamboni has left, and with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left on the intermission clock, we will resume our play-by-play broadcast. Lake Forest leads after one period of action, 1-0, but it could have been 2-0 if they had just been able to put the puck in the net off that bad line change by Marian.
Lake Forest had a ton of opportunities. I wouldn't say that was just the only one close call, so they need to start capitalizing on those so they can put a few more points on the board.
Lake Forest College comes into today's game with 67 goals this year, and they are in second place in the Northern Collegiate Hockey Association standings. The first place team is College of St. Scholastica. They are 7-2-1 on the season. If you are not be able to come to today's game, there will be a home game against the first team, St. Scholastica, on February 1st, and that should be a good one, won't it, Emily?
Oh, absolutely. You know, what's really interesting is you see the Foresters come out here and beat Marian last night 9-0, and Marian actually had just pulled off a win against St. Scholastica, the #1 team in the league, so really anything can happen.
The old expression in football, on any given Sunday, for hockey, on any given rink, any given frozen any given frozen water.
Yeah, anything can happen.
1:19 remaining as Marian University will get back out of the ice to get back to the bench. Marian University, the defense wasn't good, but their goaltender sure was.
Oh, Alexander has been amazing. Even coming when she went in last night for Glazer. Since then, she's been pretty strong in the net, and she's really is the one who's keeping this Marian team in.
Amanda Alexander, the junior, she came in for Allie Glazer, the sophomore, between the pipes for Marian. Lake Forest College returns to the bench. We are about to resume play, second period of action, as the Lake Forest starters get back on the rink. 1-0 here at Lake Forest College in Lake Forest, Illinois. And what is the famous practice arena called here that the Chicago Bears play at? Can you name it, Emily?
I'm going to be completely honest. I cannot name it because...
Hint, it's named after Papa Bear.
What? At this school, at Lake Forest?
No, the practice place where the Chicago Bears do their training camp.
I couldn't tell you. I'm a Pats fan.
You're a Patriots fan. So you have a big day tomorrow.
I do have a big day tomorrow. So I've been focusing on my New England teams. And honestly, don't know too much about Chicago teams.
You know, I was talking with my friends, and there's a chance that could be Peyton Manning's last game. He's meeting with his doctor in March about his neck. If the Broncos win against the Patriots, he does well in the Super Bowl. Would that be Peyton Manning's last ever year as a quarterback in the NFL?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of talk. Even if this game right now, tomorrow will be Peyton Manning's Super Bowl, just because him winning that game would be so huge.
The Brady Manning Bowl. I believe it's 15. We'll have to get a stat after that at the end of the game. We are back in action here. Second period, 19:37 remaining. An icing call. As Marian University, the icing call is against them. So Lake Forest College once again on the attack. They haven't been able to get the puck in, but eventually Amanda Alexander for the Sabres is going to get tired. Right, Emily?
You know, we'll see what happens. I think in a goaltender situation, if you're receiving shots constantly, that's what's really going to keep you in it. It's almost like you forget that you're tired.
And Marian University, an icing call. And at this level, you cannot do icings on purpose. You cannot do a line change after an icing. So Marian University is going to have to find a way to get the puck out of their own zone and not ice the puck. Lake Forest College with the puck, but it's deflected, and Marian University will get the puck. They're going to try to break it out of their own zone. We have just begun play here in the second period. Lake Forest College leads 1-0. And Marian University had a chance on a check there. Number 9, Sophie Shelton instead tried to go for the puck instead of the check. And I think a tripping call against the Sabres. We'll get the exact call in a second here. But if it's against the Sabres, what is going on? That is their 4th penalty of the game. We
have seen a lot of penalties this game, and it looks like Michelle Greenway is the one heading
Oh, so
heading to the box.
It's against the Foresters. Oh, and that if we had Sports Center in the building, that would definitely be a Sports Center not top 10 play on the official.
that poor ref just took quite a digger.
Sports Center not top 10 plays. They show the worst plays in sports, and of course the worst one is when Mark Sanchez fell on the football field and lost, and the famous butt fumble. 19 minutes remaining in the first period, 1-0. The Foresters in the lead, but the Marian University Sabres are on the attack. 5-on-4 hockey for the Sabres, but they just cannot get a shot on net, and they got to get at least one shot on this power play for Marian. And they cannot elevate the puck there as a wrist shot just goes wide for the Sabres, and just beautiful penalty kill by Lake Forest. They've done that all day, haven't they, Emily?
Oh, they sure have. They've kept good possession and are able to get it out of the zone pretty quickly.
3-on-2. Let's see if Marian University can capitalize. Inside Lake Forest's zone. Looking for the defenseman. That's number 12, Caitlin Johnson, but she can't find her. 5-on-4 hockey, and they'll just try to keep possession of the puck. A line change in the Lake Forest zone. 57 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Foresters. Shot on net, deflected, and another shot, no good. And beautiful penalty kill right now for the Foresters. Lake Forest College backhand shot. Oh, no. It goes in, and that one's probably on the goalie, right, Emily?
You know, I can't tell if she was screened. It wasn't too strong of a shot. I think Hartfield should have had that one, but the Foresters can't focus on that. They need to move forward here.
And Lake Forest has been in control of this game. Shots on goal, possession of the puck in Marian University zone, but all that matters is the score. So Marian University, after all that, it's tied at 1-1. 17:54 remaining in the first period. Marian University capitalizes on the power play. They've had a tough time with that this season, but they capitalize in this game nonetheless. 1-1 as Marian University. Oh, she gets past the defenseman, but Hartfield saves it. And what a move right there by Marian University. I believe it was Amanda Wigan, the leading scorer for the Sabres.
That was quite a burst of speed on her part. And Marian's moving with some momentum now. That goal really helped them out.
Momentum is strange in sports, isn't it, Emily? Just Marian University looked like they were going to get blown out today, but Lake Forest wasn't able to get the puck in the net, and now it's 1-1. Marian University scores one more goal, plays great defense. They win this game. Lake Forest College, nice move there off the far boards. Lake Forest College in Marian's zone. Centering pass, but it's deflected. Marian University goes the other way. Skate drag there by number 16 of Marian. That's Emily Everson. As Lake Forest goes the other way. Number 11 with the puck. That's Melissa Paluch from Culver Academy. And it looked like a tripping call, but no call on the official. They've called that a lot today, but they didn't call it there. 16:58 remaining in the period. 1-1 is your score. Lake Forest College dumps it in, and that's going to be, I think, an icing call if Marian gets it. Nope, no icing call there. Marian University with the puck on the far boards, but a bad pass there as Lake Forest College number 18, Alex Strensland, she's played a great game as well for the Foresters. She keeps the puck in, and an open shot. Oh, thought just goes wide. Another shot, no. Lake Forest with the puck. Number 2, Ellie Gerard with the puck. Gerard looks for a defenseman. She finds her. Wrist shot deflected, and that's going to be a penalty against Marian. Looks like a cross-check, Emily?
Yeah, I think that was a cross-check, and there's always that question, is what's a good penalty? And that might have been a good penalty because taking Conley's body in front of the net there was important. I think otherwise that shot was going right in.
If you're a defenseman or a winger, how do you get that player out of the center of the net?
You need to pick up their stick and push them out. And checking from behind, what we just saw, is not the right thing.
A 2-minute check from behind right there against Marian. And it's really been a game of penalties, hasn't it been, Emily?
Yeah, we've seen a lot this game.
1-1 is your score. 16 minutes remaining in the period. Oh, here we go. A 2-on-1. Let's see if Lake Forest can capitalize. Oh, no. She lost possession of the puck. And losing possession of the puck, looks like that was number 22, Melissa Weber. and that could have been a golden opportunity, but it's squandered by the Foresters. A minute 30 on their power play. You're at Lake Forest College here, 1-1. Foresters and the Sabres are both tied. Oh, what a move by number 13, Logan Taylor, but it doesn't go in. And once again, Amanda Taylor there to freeze the puck.
That was a beautiful move by Taylor coming in. And what I've noticed is Sarah Gilbride on the point, she's been incredibly strong, and I haven't seen her take more slap shots, I don't think, ever. So something's bound to go in.
If you're just tuning in, the strategy right now for Lake Forest, especially on their power play, has been slap shots by their defensemen. They've been able to get the puck through the net, but they haven't gotten the deflections to go their way. The goalie for Marian, Amanda Alexander, has just been fantastic today. Snapshot, I'm sorry, right there by the Foresters. And Amanda Alexander, I think it's safe to assume that Carissa Zeben and Lake Forest will not be adding Amanda Alexander on Facebook after the game.
I think that's a safe bet.
1-1 is your score. The second place Foresters of the conference trying to get another win today. They won last night 9-0 against this Marian team, but that was last night, and this is today. Two different teams of Marian of last night versus today. 54 seconds on the Foresters power play. Little under 5 minutes into the second period. 1-1 is your score. And a shot, no good, deflected. Lake Forest controls the puck. She calls for it again. That's number 18, Strenzlin. Strenzlin shoots wide to the right and getting the puck out. We got a one-on-one. Let's see if Marian University can capitalize. But number 3, great back check there by Shamley. She got there to help out Lake Forest College, to help out her defenseman, Strenzlin. And great back check right there. Wouldn't you say so, Emily?
Absolutely. Back checking is one of the most important parts of the game, and we just saw that displayed perfectly by Shamley.
It's not the most fun elements of the game, but if you want to win hockey games, you got to back check, and you got to not commit bad penalties.
Absolutely.
Lake Forest College on the power play. Looks like they're not going to capitalize, but I guess you could say a moral victory on the power play there for Lake Forest College. They didn't get the puck past the net, but they took advantage of their opportunities and got some good shots.
They did, and hopefully they'll be continuing with the momentum.
And it's Greenway on the puck. She will get it, but she is clobbered on the left side. But number 16, that's Gilbride, shoots it deflected, but Lake Forest College keeps the puck, and Lake Forest College keeps it in. This will be saved once again by Amanda Alexander, MVP today for the Sabres.
Alexander's playing really strong, and her head is in this game.
The old debate in hockey is the goalie the best player when he has like a save percentage of 95%, or should that be more attributed to the defense?
You know, I think it's a little bit of both. But if their save percentage is that, they got to be getting some type of shot on them. So I'm going to have to go with the goaltender.
Okay. Emily's going with goaltender. The old debate in hockey, who should get more credit, the goalie or the defense? 13:39 remaining in the second period. Lake Forest College shoots it in. That's number 18, Strenzlin. Lake Forest College behind the net. Oh, centering pass does not go through. And Marian University gets the puck. Checked. Oh, great check right there by Strenzlin. Strenzlin has done a great job of shooting the puck, getting it on net, and checks. Passes it back to Strenzlin. Strenzlin, slap shot. Does it go in? Oh, Alexander once again. Beautiful blocker. And, the puck is right there for Lake Forest College. And it goes in for the Foresters. Goal for the Foresters.
That's just a perfect example of crashing the net and working hard and those scrappy goals.
It never has to be pretty. Just get the puck to the net and good things can happen.
That's what we just saw there. Did you happen to see who put it in?
I did not get an exact name on the goal. But 2-1, Lake Forest College in the lead. And here is that classic song that's played at the United Center.
Again, not my favorite. I like to see it when I'm in this arena, but nowhere else.
You know, speaking of that song, I saw a YouTube video, It was after the Canucks lost to the Blackhawks the first year the Hawks won the Stanley Cup in 2010 after their drought from 1961. And they kept interviewing the Canucks players, and they would put on a song from the iPod, and they would have the Canucks players guess what it was. And they would get immediately angry when they heard that song from the United Center.
You know, I see where they're coming from.
We're in the second period here. Shot deflected by Hartfield. And 12:30 remaining in the first period.
So it looks like Holly Lesperance with another point on the board. She's had an excellent weekend.
She was your pick to click coming in today. And good job there by you, Emily.
Thank you. She's one of my favorite players to watch. She's a scrappy player. She's quick. Don't let her size fool you.
Backhand shot saved by Hartfield. Puck is still there for the taking for Marian. And Marian has a shot. And, Lake Forest College just looking at the puck and not dumping it out. Marian University almost got a goal there. 2-1. Lake Forest still in the league, holding on to a 1-goal lead here. They just scored about a minute ago. 11:43 remaining in the second period. Lake Forest College is now having some trouble getting it out of their own zone. Number 18 of Lake Forest, that's Strenzlin. And she'll go behind her own net, try to break it out. She's going to do it herself. Lake Forest College, they're now on the forecheck. Number 6, Morgan Pope tries to get the puck, but number 9 of Marian steals it from her, Sophie Shield. Sophie Shield from Stoughton, Wisconsin. And Marian University will dump it behind their own net. Number 4 of Marian, that's Amanda Wigan, their best player. And, that could have been a roughing call right there, Emily.
She did just take her down.
A roughing call, a check, and Wigan didn't have the puck. Shot, Amanda Alexander can't get up, but it's deflected. Shot saved, Wigan, oh my goodness, what a save. Saved by Alexander, Amanda Alexander just doing her best. Her stick fall down, but she still was able to get it back up and get the save. Just a great game today for Alexander.
You hear the phrase, the goaltender standing on their head, and that's what she's doing for this team, but I actually do think I just saw her on her head for one of those saves.
10:26 remaining in the second period. If you're just tuning in, 2-1 Lake Forest, but Marian University's goalie, Amanda Alexander, is making sure that it's not 5-1.
Yeah, she is keeping her team in this game.
Lake Forest College on the attack. They only lead by a goal, but it should be more than that. Lake Forest College has had so many opportunities in this game. Deflected there by Marian University, number 10, Paige Pagard. As Pagard gets the puck deflected. It almost goes in. Almost an own goal. It was deflected by number 16, Sarah Gilbride. And that would have been tough luck right there for Lake Forest if it had gone in.
That was a close call. It almost looked like volleyball or something.
You never want to see blind passes, but sometimes you just pass it to the center of the net, and it was deflected by Lake Forest and almost went in. So a blind pass right there, but sometimes it works, and almost worked there for Marian. Looks like a power play is going to occur here for the Sabres. A golden opportunity here for Marian to tie up this score, 9:34 remaining. What does Marian have to do on this power play to get the puck in the net?
We've seen Marian have a successful power play, but also some pretty unsuccessful ones. So I think they need to make this a successful one and keep their composure and move the puck around, find the tape of each other's stick, and they'll go from there.
What do you think is the best kind of power play? Just shoot, or good passing?
Good passing, absolutely. You have the time to do that for a power play, so you want to make it the best shot you can get.
9:32 remaining in the first period. Lake Forest College on the penalty kill. Looks like they're going to go with a standard box on their penalty kill formation. 9:22 remaining in the second period. Slap shot saved by Hartfield, and she'll freeze it. And we talked about Alexander, but let's not forget about Hartfield. She's playing good. She hasn't got as many shots, obviously, but the shots that she has gotten besides that backhander that went in, she's been saving.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And she's just a freshman, we have to remember. So she's doing pretty well.
2-1, Marian University trails by a goal. Lake Forest up by 1. 9:08 remaining. The only goal for Marian was a backhanded shot that Amanda Alexander probably wishes she had back, but she's still leading by a goal, and she's played very well besides that goal she gave up. Lake Forest, 8:57 remaining in the first period. Here we go. 2-on-1 hockey. One of the most exciting plays in hockey, but a great back check there by Marian. It was a 2-on-1, but Marian got back very quickly, and it's getting pretty physical today, Emily.
Oh, it sure is. Both of these teams have a little bit of, I would say, anchor built up between one another. It's hard to lose a 9-0 game, so you can kind of see that in the play. Not
only do you lose 9-0, but you got to show up the next day, show your faces to the team that just beat you 9-0. But Marian University is doing a great job showing a little dignity today after just being destroyed last night 9-0.
They sure are.
8:19 remaining in the second period. 43 seconds left on the power play for Marian. Lake Forest College is doing well in the penalty kill. What are they doing so well that is making sure Marian is not able to capitalize today?
They're making themselves big, spreading out. I saw some really hard work by Greenway over there. She almost got a goal out of it to be the first one to the puck when she gets that chance.
Lake Forest College has 3 shorthanded goals on the season. Did you ever score a shorthander when you were playing, Emily?
Not when I played for Lake Forest. I scored quite a few in my younger years, but never for the Foresters.
No big deal or anything, you just kept scoring shorthanded goals. Big girl on campus.
Yeah,
back in high school.
But those were my glory days.
Those were your prime?
They sure were.
When you were the LeBron James of high school hockey?
You could say that.
7:25 remaining in the second period. I'm Kyle Smith with my caller commentator, Emily White. 7:20 remaining in the second period. Lake Forest College trails by a goal. Lake Forest College is up by a goal. That's going to be on SportsCenter, not Top 10.
You're fine.
Number 22 shoots and saved by Alexander. And great shot, but it was right at her. You got to go left or right on those top shelves. Right, Emily? You
sure do. It's important to pick those corners. And I'm sure Weber will hear from this on the bench from Zabin.
Here we go. Face-off. Taking the face-off for the Foresters is Emily Weibo, one of their centers. And interesting here, Lake Forest has 3 centers.
Yeah, they do have 3 centers.
Sorry, 3 captains. 3 captains.
I was going to say, they do have 3 captains. Coach Saban always likes to have an upperclassman, which is Sarah Gilbride. And then she has a junior captain, Emily Weibo, and also more of an assistant captain would be Melissa Paluch. But Paluch is only a sophomore and has shown some amazing leadership.
And here we go, back to the game. Wow, what a bunch of moves there by number 21 of Lake Forest, Laura Reckenwald, a junior from Connecticut.
And Reckenwald, she was born a forward, and we've seen her playing a lot of defense this past 2 days, and I think she's doing an excellent job.
Oh, what a check right there by Marian University. We said it was getting physical, and that check sure showed it, right, Emily?
Oh, absolutely. It looks like the refs are starting to let him play.
Shoots, and no goal. Looks like it went off the post. And the only way to get it past Alexander today, looks like you're going to have to go far side of the net, top shelf. But that one goes off the post. Alexander is able to recover, frees the puck 2-1. Lake Forest College in the lead. And are those opportunities going to come back to backfire? Lake Forest only up by a goal. A couple trickle back Hartfield, and Lake Forest loses this game.
You're very right. They need to put those in the net every chance they can get.
And off the post again. I've seen a lot in hockey, but I don't think I've ever seen it go off the right and the left post in a span of 5 seconds.
Yeah, Alexander's got a couple good best friends out there today.
5:42 remaining in the second period. Number 18. We've talked about her a lot. Once again, Alex Strenzlin playing great defense. What has she been doing today that's been able to give Marian University all kinds of fits?
Alex she's a solid player. She's not very flashy, but she does what needs to be done. And then there you go. You see another good pinch by her to move the player off the puck. And she's just very smart on the ice.
Kept in today. A lot of pinching by Lake Forest College. Oh my goodness, another save off the one-timer.
Palucha, she's been a little snake bit, especially this shift. I've seen her get a couple great shots off.
You got to be a little angry when you're trying to score against Martin Perdor. I meant Amanda Alexander today. Icing looks like will be the call. Lake Forest College once again in Marian University's net, but unless it's an empty net, they're having tons of trouble getting it past Alexander today.
she is strong, and I will keep saying that throughout well, so far she's been strong. We'll see what happens.
She's only given up 2 goals. Seems like she has like 200 shots against today. It's just Marian University once again. I've been saying it all game, but we got a timeout on the rink, 2-1. What do you think the head coach of Marian University is saying to her players?
We've seen a lot of pressure by the Foresters these past few shifts, and I think she's just trying to tell her team to regain composure because they do have the ability to generate something on the Forester side.
2-1 here in the second period. 4:48 remaining. We have a timeout at the ice rink. 2-1. Lake Forest College leads Marian University as Hartville for the Foresters goes into her net. 4:48 remaining in the second period, and kind of a long timeout.
Yeah, that was a long timeout, and I can see Coach Zabin still. She pulled 3 of her players, her top line off the bench, and I'm sure she's talking to them and saying they need to start generating something soon.
2-1 in the lead. If you're just tuning in, Amanda Alexander, goaltender for the Sabres, has been outstanding. And players of the game today for Lake Forest College. I think Hartville's had a pretty good game behind the net. And I think the other player, Strensland.
Yeah, Stensland, she's been very strong as well. I would have to go. Maybe less sprints. Been the key players for the Foresters today.
Oh, looks like another tripping call, but they don't call it. It looks like they kind of shied away, the officials, from making calls. They called a lot of penalties the first period and the first 10 minutes of the second period, but it looks like another penalty called. You know, looks like I jinxed the officials. They must have heard me, and they're like, "No, we gotta keep calling tripping calls."
That one, I don't think you can get around that. That was a blatant tripping call, and the Foresters are going to go on another power play opportunity here.
2-1, Lake Forest in the lead. We've seen a lot of pinching today by Lake Forest defensemen. Lake Forest is only up by a goal. Should they be less aggressive and play a little bit more conservatively as we head into the third period?
Well, I would say traditionally, yes, but the pinching seems to be working for them, and if something's working, I think you should continue to go with it.
Marian University having a tough time getting it out of their own net. When do you think it might be a good idea to start cherry-picking and try to get maybe like a cheap goal against those pinchers of the Lake Forest defenders?
I don't think it's too early to start that. Marian, I noticed, was doing that yesterday, and they got 2 breakaways out of it, so I'm sure we'll be seeing something soon.
Deflected, and it might be a breakaway. A breakaway here for Marian University. 1 deke, 2 deke, shoots, saved by Hartville. Da-da-da, da-da-da. What a save by Hartville. What did she do there, Emily, to make sure that puck didn't go to the net?
That was a beautiful pad save there, and she definitely did not. She wasn't tricked by those 2 dekes.
1 deke, 2 deke, 3 deke, the triple deke. Can you name that movie about the triple deke was famous?
I'm going to have to go with the Mighty Ducks.
That you are. That you're correct. 3:56 remaining. One of my favorite movies. I actually like D2 the best. What's your favorite Mighty Ducks movie?
Yeah, D2 as well.
Yeah, did you ever try a knuckle puck when you were playing?
I tried some knuckle pucks back in my day. So I would say a little unrealistic. Didn't have that much time to set it up in a real game, but I would rip a few knuckle pucks in my driveway.
Did you ever have a goalie that was similar to Goldberg?
Well, my younger sister was a goaltender in our household, so we would just spend hours outside, and I would be shooting on her.
3:24 remaining in the second period. It's getting pretty chippy here. 3:20 remaining now as Marian University on the penalty kill. Lake Forest College on the attack. Number 11 for Lake Forest, Melissa Peluch. 3:08 remaining now, and there we go. Alex Strensland. Nice pass there to number 13, Logan Taylor. Gets up behind the net. Taylor back with the puck. She finds Strensland. Strensland, will she shoot? Nope. She'll pass it, but to Greenway. Greenway to Taylor. Taylor to Strensland. Strensland fakes the shot, gives it to Taylor. Taylor, she has an open net, shoots. A blocker save by Alexander. Wow. And another fake shot. Strensland with some fake slap shots there. She'll pass it to Logan Taylor. Taylor again passed, and it goes far to the right. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Logan Taylor loses the puck, but uses her skate to re-get the puck. Lake Forest College shot saved by Alexander. Tried to go 5-hole, but it doesn't go in. 2:14 remaining as Lake Forest College with the puck. And now on number 2, Allie Gerard from California. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Passes it deep on the left corner. Gives it to number 10, Emily Weibo. Weibo with the puck. Passes it to her defenseman. Gives it back to number 2, Gerard. Gerard and loses the puck, but it's deflected. Marian University gets the puck, and number 3, Erin Shamley will get it.
It's a great aggressive play there by Shamley to keep the puck in the zone. It saved the Foresters a lot of time and possibly an odd man rush for Marian.
Morgan Pope backhanded, deflected. She wasn't able to get a good stick on the puck, and it goes in. She scores.
It's a great job by Pope to crash that net and follow her shot. It doesn't have to be the hardest shot in the world, but it was accurate.
When you play with fire, you're going to get burned, as Marian University just having all kinds of trouble getting the puck out of their zone, and Amanda Alexander can only do so much behind the net.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, Alexander, it's hard to stop that. She was out of position, but that was from a prior shot. She's still pretty strong back there.
Marian's got to find a way to get that puck out of the net, but they're only down 2 goals. A couple things go their way. They could tie it up, but it just looks like Lake Forest College is just dominating this game. Shoots! Another save by Alexander. Shoots! She scores! Credited on the goal is Lesperitz. Emily picked a click coming in, and if we're going to Vegas, I'm bringing you, Emily.
I choose Lesperitz a lot when I'm asked that question. She's a key player in games like this. She may not have the most stats or highest points on the team, but she comes in clutch.
Lesperitz with the goal, and it looks like Alexander's getting tired, but once again, you just can only do so much. She gets the great shot that was off her stomach, but then Lesperitz was able to finish the rebound. 1:09 remaining in the first period as Lake Forest College dumps it in. We're getting to the 1-minute mark. Lake Forest College leads by 3 goals here in the second period, with 2 goals coming in the past 3 minutes. Lake Forest College on the attack. Pass doesn't go in, but it's still near the net. Will Alexander try to be aggressive and freeze it? No, she won't. Passes it to number 19, Natalie Pattison. And Morgan Pope, she scored their 3rd goal of the game. She's their 2nd leading scorer coming into today, as number 16, Sarah Gilbride, one of the captains of this team, dumps it in. And Strenzlin with the puck. No, I'm sorry. Yep, that was Gilbride with the puck. Passed it. Did not go in. 19 seconds remaining. Marian University probably just ice it here, Emily?
Yeah, I think that might be their best bet.
Here we go. A 2-on-2. Let's see if Marian can capitalize. Backhanded shot, no good. And we're going to go into the 3rd period with Lake Forest College leading this game 4-1.
I think the Foresters are going to feel a little more confident heading into the locker room after the end of that period. Those 2 goals that they scored right at the end were huge, but they have to know that they can't sit back. This Marian team is known to come back, and they can't take them lightly.
4-1 as we go into the 3rd period. What a difference 5 minutes make. We were talking about how the defensemen need to be more conservative on their pinches, and now Lake Forest scores 2 goals. So now they're probably going to just continue to be aggressive on their pinch. They have less to lose, being up 3 goals.
Yeah, like I said, it's working for them. I think they got to keep that aggression up.
Thank you for listening to today's game, Division III hockey between Lake Forest College and Marian University from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We're going to take a quick intermission break. Not intermission. I don't know where that was coming from. And then we will be back for the 3rd period. You're listening to this broadcast of Lake Forest College, Marian University hockey. How much? we are back.
Yeah.
We are back here at Lake Forest College. The third period is about to resume between Marian and Lake Forest. Lake Forest leads this game 4-1, and during the intermission break, I was able to find out how good Amanda Alexander is, goaltender for Marian. She is the only member. It's a new program, very, very new at Marian. She is the only player to be part of the All-NCHA team.
Wow, that's very impressive. Yeah, I know Marian, they are quite a new program. They broke a school record this year for most wins, and that's 4 wins. And they're still going. So, that's good for the team. You're not going to start off great right away. They've had some rebuilding, and I think slowly they're getting there.
Yeah, it takes a while for a program to rebuild. They're playing pretty good today. Down 3 goals now is Marian University. But what do you think head coach of Marian, Jamie Kivy, is telling to her players in the locker room? What she was telling to them in the locker room.
I wondered the same thing. I'm sure there was a conversation in there. They traveled here. They lost pretty significantly yesterday, and I know that coming away with at least a point would be great for them. And down 3 goals, that's nothing in the game of hockey. They can come back easily.
Lake Forest winning this game 4-1. Their next game will be on January 31st here at home against Finlandia. That's a 7 o'clock start. Lake Forest leads by 3 goals. Is there anything that you see in this game that Lake Forest needs to improve on for their next game against Finlandia, assuming Lake Forest holds on to the victory today?
Well, Finlandia they're not the strongest team in the league by any means. And I think that the Foresters, they're going to have to learn not to take a team lightly, just like today after coming in from a 9-0 win. Anything can happen. And I know Marian they're a team known to lose dramatically the first game and come back to win the second. So the Foresters need to understand that.
We talked about in the first period, I gave you the trivia question, what is the name of the Chicago Bears training camp? Hint, I gave you the hint. It's named after Papa Bear.
You got to keep giving me hints.
Hallis Hall, named
Hallis
after.
Hall.
Who is he named after? Still nothing. George Hallis, Papa Bear Hallis. 4-1 here in the third period. We resume play. Marian University on the attack. We have just begun. Marian needs to score 3 goals to tie this one up. How tough is it to come back when you're down 3 or more goals?
I'd say it's tough. It's not easy, but once you pop 1 in, you got the momentum on your side, and you can get another 2 pretty quickly.
19:25 remaining here in the third period. Marian University, and story of the game, Lake Forest College on that side of the rink, Emily. Always in Marian zone.
We've seen a lot of playtime in the Marian zone this game, and it appears to be that way to the start of this period.
19:07 remaining here in the first period. The game has just started here in this third period. 4-1. Lake Forest in the lead. If you had to give, obviously the 2 stars would be Holly Lesperance and Amanda Alexander. That's third star of the game so far. Alex Strenslin.
Yeah, Strenslin been very strong, holding that blue line, and she's keeping the Foresters. I think she's helping with this lead.
4-1 here with under a minute now in this third period. Lake Forest leads 4-1. Some of the notable goals: Holly Lesperance scored, and Morgan Pope, who came into this game their second leading scorer. 4-1. Marian trails Lake Forest by 3. Number 16 on the puck for Lake Forest College. That is
Sarah Gilbride.
There we go. Sarah Gilbride. Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome. She's my roommate, so I should know her name.
Oh, well, then I think you should. Otherwise, you'd be the world's worst roommate. She'd probably defriend you on Facebook.
You're right.
18:34 remaining in the third period. Lake Forest trails by 3 goals. Number 13 up, Marian on the puck. That's Amanda Ciro. And trying to get it past Alexander, the All-NCHA conference goalie. 8-6 5:16 remaining here in the third period. Lake Forest College trying to get another goal to definitely put this one away. A beautiful try to pass it there, and she finally does. Finds Weibo. Weibo! And on the shot, it looks like it was number 6, Morgan Pope, puts it through. And I think it's safe to say this one is over.
You know, I don't want to jinx it yet, but the Foresters, that was a good insurance goal for them. Trying to see who ended up putting it in the net, because I don't think Pope was on the ice for that one. We'll see in a second what
who scored
they say.
The goal. 5-1, under 2 minutes remaining here at the chilly Lake Forest College Arena. I got my I got my winter jacket on. I got my Penguins jersey and it's bundled up here. Down by 4 goals is Marian University. Pass no good, deflected by Alexander. But once again, the puck continues to stay in Marian's zone. And a pinch there by Gilbride. Gilbride will get the puck in her own zone. Tries to do a spin move, but to no avail. Okay, Emily Weibo on the goal.
There we are.
An interesting stat I saw at the intermission is that Lake Forest College only has 1 senior on the roster, but yet they're in second place in the conference. So does that mean that senior leadership isn't that important?
You know, this team, but I was part of that freshman class. There was, I think, eight of us. Sophomore year, she only went on to keep a couple. But I think there's 3 seniors on the team.
We're going to get another check.
Sarah Gilbride, Maeve Conley, and Stacy Deerking.
Okay, yep, you are right. I actually read that from the media guide. So we got Gilbride at the senior, and Maeve Conley, the other senior.
But still, that's a pretty low number of seniors on a team, and I know that the Foresters have been known to be a young, quick team, and that is working for them.
5-1, Lake Forest in the lead, trying to put another one on the board here. Marian University was in this game, at least on the scoreboard, but it was the game was really Lake Forest College against Amanda Alexander.
Oh yeah, she's been excellent this entire game. 5 goals looks like a lot to give up, but compared to what she's saved, it's not very much. 5
goals versus how many shots and how many times she had to look at the puck, right in front of her, in front of the net. Just not good play on the defense for Marian University. It looks like this is going to be a penalty against Lake Forest, but as long as they play conservative on this penalty kill, get the puck out, should be the end of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Marian to get back into this one.
5-1, Lake Forest College in the lead. They are led by head coach Carissa Zeben, who played 4 years at the University of New Hampshire, whereas Marian University is led by their head coach Jamie Kivy, her second year with the Sabres. 15:48 remaining in the third period. Lake Forest leads 5-1, deflected there by number 4, Holly Lesperance, as Marian University is trying to get a goal on this power play. They trail by 4 goals so far. Passes it there to number 6 of Marian. That's Sarah Beer. And Sarah Beer now has the puck past the center line. See if she'll dump it in. Nope, she's going to reset. Tries to look for number 17, her teammate Ryan Lennon. Doesn't find her. Slap shot, no good. Goes to the far board. And Lake Forest College just ice it. Oh, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
If you saw that bounce over there by the Zamboni boards, that's something that this Lake Forest arena is known for. And any puck that gets wrapped around the boards over there somehow ends up in the middle of the ice. It's not a good, safe place.
5-1 in the third period. Marian University on the power play with the puck is number 7. That is Jessie Melich from Naperville, Illinois. Went to Naperville North. 1 deke, 2 deke, save. Great save there by Hartville. And once again, Lake Forest College gets it out of the zone. They've only given up 1 goal today on their penalty kills.
They've been very strong on the penalty kill, and this is another great kill for them.
14:20 remaining in the third period, 5-1 here at Lake Forest, Illinois. Marian University just having a tough time getting it out of their own zone, tough time putting the puck in the net. And it looks like Lake Forest is going to come up with a victory today. Number 7 on the puck is Jesse Melich. That will go to the far board. And a 1-on-2. Now finally Marian gets a puck. Oh, great deke right there by number 17, but she'll lose the puck. And then number 11 of Lake Forest was Melissa Pelich, one of the captains. 13:41 remaining here in the third period. Lake Forest on the attack. Melissa Greenway trying to put a goal in. She is scoreless today, but her teammates have definitely stepped up. Wouldn't you say so, Emily?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's been a little snake bit, but her teammates are making up for it.
5-1, Lake Forest in control of this one as Lake Forest, number 18 there. We talked about her a lot today, Alex Strenzel. She is from Quakers. Quakers / the Academy of Notre Dame.
She's been really strong back on D, and although we haven't seen, I don't think she's gotten any assists today. Do you? I don't think she has. She's been really strong back there, and you don't often talk about a player that isn't getting any points up on the board, but she's just been really strong and noticeable.
We talked about she's from Quakers, the University of Notre Dame. Can you name, Emily, the famous Ivy League school whose mascot is the Quakers?
Let's see. Can you give me a hint? What state is it in?
The state east of Ohio. Just east, that borders Ohio, to the east.
You sure it's an Ivy League school?
Yep. You're killing me today, Emily.
What is it? Tell me.
The Pennsylvania Quakers.
Oh, UPenn?
UPenn.
UPenn, okay.
12:23 remaining. You're great at gambling, but not so good with your history.
I guess I need to work on that.
Your old high school teacher, if she's listening, she's not going to be happy with you, Emily. She might defriend you on Facebook.
I haven't taken a history class since sophomore year of high school.
12:06 remaining in the third period. Deflected, and Alexander, story of the game. She's given up 5 goals, but another big save there by the All-NCHA goalie, Amanda Alexander. And she's going to give Lake Forest College fits next year. She's only a junior.
Yeah, she's a great asset for that Marian team.
And here we go, back to the third period. Under 12 minutes remaining now. Lake Forest College dumps it in. The defenseman, courtesy of that dump in, was number 21, Laura Reckendwald from the Mid-Fairfield Stars / the Gunnery School. That is an interesting name for a high school, the Gunnery School.
Yeah, coming from the East Coast myself, it's normal. It's actually it's very common out there for East Coast players to go to a prep school or a boarding school before they come out to play college hockey. I did so myself, and any other player on this team that's come from the East Coast went to a prep school as well.
11:40 remaining in the third period. Deflected. Amanda Alexander, great play there to get the puck away from the center of the net. 11:34 remaining in the third period. Lake Forest College once again on the attack. And number 7, that's their best player, Megan Greenway. Line change coming into the game is number 10. Nope, number 11, Melissa Pelich. And 11:16 remaining, Marian University. If Marian University would score a goal or two here, would it be kind of a moral victory to get it within 2 after losing 9-0 last night?
Oh, yeah. I think that would give them at least some bit of satisfaction.
10:57 remaining. Marian University trails by 4 goals. Lake Forest on the attack with the puck is number 13, Logan Taylor. Taylor's been doing a great job on the power play when Lake Forest College has been on the power play. Marian University with the puck, trying to get it past the center line, was number 16 of Marian, Emily Everson from Apple Valley, Minnesota. And touched up. Looks like we got a power play for Marian University. As credited to the power play. I'm trying to look for a number there. Looks like number 21, Laura Reckendwald from the Gunnery School. I think that's my favorite high school now, the Gunnery School.
It's a great school.
I just love it that there's the at the start.
The Gunnery School has a good name to it.
As we, every time I think of I always think of the Ohio State University, but of course it's not called that. You think they should maybe change it from Ohio State University to the Ohio State University?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. It has a nice ring to it.
In the zone here, 1:46 remaining. The Foresters lead by 4 goals. And I would ask you another history question, but you've been breaking my heart today. So I'm going to refrain from what the Foresters were originally called in medieval times.
Yeah, I would not know that one either.
5-1 here, under 10 minutes remaining, halfway through the third period. Shot no good over the top of the net as Marian tried to get a quick goal there on the power play, but to no avail. Number 4 on the puck is Holly Lesperance, one of the 3 stars in Emily and I's opinion today. 1:11 remaining on the power play for Lake Forest College. Sorry, for Marian. Lake Forest College is on the penalty kill. 9:33 remaining. And this is interesting. Number 6 of Morgan Pope was just wide open in front of the net. What was Marian University doing there?
I think I've asked that question a couple times this game. They need to kind of settle down here and focus on not making those mistakes.
That was interesting. What I saw was Morgan Pope was in between the front of the net near the blue line, just wide open, and all the Marian defenders are behind the net, but luckily it doesn't come back to bite Marian University. 5-1, they trail by 4 goals. If Lake Forest College wins, they would improve to 8-4-3. And with 3 overtime losses, that means they would have 19 points on the season. They're in second place so far in the Northern Collegiate Hockey Association. Slap shot, no good to the far right. 9 minutes remaining here in the third period. It's all Lake Forest up by 4 goals. Backhanded attempt to get the puck out, but it's controlled now by Marian University. Passes to number 6, Sarah Beer, and it goes the other way, but number 4, Amanda Wigan, their leading scorer, gets the puck. Oh, what a move, but a great check. Great play right there by Weibo of Lake Forest to not play the puck, but play the body. Number 6 for Lake Forest, Morgan Pope, who scored a goal today. Morgan Pope with the puck. She'll get it out of her zone to their leading scorer, Megan Greenway. Megan Greenway, great deke, another deke. And that one's deflected. It was a saucer pass by Megan Greenway, but to no avail. Number 11 now for Lake Forest. That's for Melissa Pellich.
Some good hand-eye coordination I saw from that Marian forward to bat the puck out of the air.
7:55 remaining here in the third period. Assuming Marian University doesn't pull off the greatest hockey game ever known to mankind, they're going to lose this one. That would mean they would fall to 4-9-1, and they're in second to last place, trailing only Finlandia, who's having a terrible season, 0-12.
That's a very tough one. Finlandia, at least during my career here, has always fallen to the bottom of the list, and I know that can't be easy because I'm sure we've all been there.
As the old quote from the Natural, losing is a disease.
Yeah.
And it seems like Finlandia has definitely been infected this year. It's a tough year, 0-12.
Yeah, that's never fun.
When you're on a hockey team that's losing so many games, how do you keep the optimism that it's going to get better and that you will get better like the next season if you have some good recruits coming in?
You know, it's hard to keep that optimism, but you need to come in with a good attitude and continue to work hard because eventually it will pay off.
Marian University try to get out of their zone. They will here as past the center line. On the attack for Marian, number 15, Kelly Leslie from Saratoga, California. California, here I come. Is that on your iPod, Emily?
No, I don't. I've never even heard that song. Who sings that?
It's from the OC.
Okay.
Back to where I started from.
Yeah.
California.
There
we go.
That's the part I knew. I just wasn't familiar with.
Well, yeah, nobody really knows the start of it. I actually never saw that show.
I actually didn't either.
I was about to ask how it was, but
no,
forget it. Just Netflix
I wasn't an OC watcher.
6:20 remaining, 5-1 in the third period. 6:15 remaining here. 5-1 Lake Forest in the lead. Looks like they're going to win this one to improve to 8-4-3. If you would like to come to Lake Forest, there's some big hockey games coming up. Finlandia will try to get their first win against Lake Forest. That's on January 31st. And then the big one against first place, St. Scholastica. Say that a million times. 3 o'clock. Then St. Norbert. It's the alumni night. And the McCarthy Award will be announced. And then the last home game of the season against Adrian. The St. Norbert game is on February 8th. I will be announcing that one. And the February 15th is against Adrian. And that is senior night.
During that time, the Foresters they're going on power play. I think there was a checking call on Marian.
And it's frozen there. Alexander is going to play this whole game. When you're down 4 goals this late in the game, do you think it's a good decision to take out your goalie, give her a rest, and get her ready for the next game? Taking out Alexander and putting in Allie Glazer?
Alexander, she deserves to finish this game. At 5 goals, it's a lot to give up, but she's really been pretty strong, and I think she'll have enough rest throughout the week.
Nice passing so far by Lake Forest College. 5:35 remaining in the third period. Lake Forest once again on the power play behind the net now, looking for her defenseman, cannot find her. She is guarded closely by number 4, Marian. Nice toe drag. Number 4, Marian, that's Amanda Weigand. And 5:18 remaining here in the third period. As Lake Forest College try to get another goal here to be up 5 goals. Snapshot, no good. Weigand gets the puck. She will try to get it out. Number 16, Gilbride will get the puck, and she'll give it to Greenway. Greenway, nice move. 1-on-3. She has an open shot. Toe drag there. It looked like she tried to get too cute. Emily tried to probably just shoot on net.
If I were talking about any other player, I'd call that too cute. But Mickey Greenway usually gets away with those toe drags, and that's the move she is known for. It works about 90%.
Slap shot, one-timer, no good. In front of the net. Oh, so many chances for Lake Forest College. But I can't go in. Number 18, that is Strensland. And a one-on-one here. Marian the other way, number 21, Nina Laurie, their second leading scorer coming into today. Laurie with the puck. And Strensland will get it out to number 6, Morgan Pope. Morgan Pope from New Berlin, Wisconsin. And she went to Devine Savior Holy Angels. Slap shot, wrist deflection, goes just past the net. 6 minutes remaining on the penalty kill for Marian as Lake Forest College has the puck. The penalty's over now for Marian. And number 11 now on the puck. That's Melissa Peluch. Shot far, goes behind the net, deflected by Alexander, the goalie. And number 11 for Lake Forest College, Melissa Peluch with the puck. And number 3 for Lake Forest, Aaron Shamley. Shamley from Cheyenne, Wyoming.
You don't hear many hockey players coming from Wyoming.
I think a lot of Cowboys, though.
A lot of Cowboys. A lot of cowboy boots.
Did you ever go to a sock hop? Not a sock hop, a square dance?
I've never been to a square dance. I did take a trip down to Nashville, Tennessee for my fall break, and we did some line dancing, which was pretty interesting and really fun.
How did you? I'm guessing you visited the Country Music Hall of Fame?
Yes, we couldn't miss out on that opportunity. So we actually, to get off topic a little, ended up meeting Shawn Johnson, who I don't know if you've heard of Shawn Johnson. She's the former Olympic gold medal gymnast.
Oh, yeah.
And Dancing with the Stars finalist and all-star. So I was just watching her the whole time, and she got those beats in a second, of course, while I'm over there struggling.
5-1, 330. I'm going to try one more time. Here we go. History / NCAA knowledge. SEC team that's located in Nashville. You got to know this one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Vanderbilt.
There we go. All right. Finally, the history questions going Emily's way. 3:30 remaining here in the third period. Let's see. Let's stop while you're ahead. What is their mascot? You can pass on this question if you want.
The Commodores.
All right. There we go. 2 in a row.
Yep, I got it.
3:30 remaining here in the third period. Every time I think of Commodore, it makes me think of Curse of Black Pearl with Commodore Norrington.
It never crossed my mind. But,
Never did? Not a big Black Pearl fan?
Nope.
Pirates of the Black. Do not like that movie.
I do not, but I'm from Cape Cod, and there's the Cape Cod Baseball League. It's a very premier baseball, non-professional baseball league, and the Falmouth team that we host played for is the Commodores, so that's why that was an easy question for me.
Oh, I see. Can you name that movie that was about the Cape Cod Baseball League? It had Freddie Prinze Jr. in it.
Yeah. Summer Catch.
There we go. I was so sad when it didn't win for an Academy Award.
That's a good movie, and it's actually kind of realistic.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. 2:32 remaining here in the hockey game with Lake Forest down by 4. Lake Forest up by 4 goals. Lake Forest going to win this one to try to catch the first place College of St. Scholastica. They are actually ranked number 9 in the nation. Is St. Scholastica. 2:10 remaining. Marian University trying to at least get a goal to get the final score within 3 goals. On the puck is Lori, but she is hooked by number 6 of Lake Forest, Morgan Pope, and the other way we go in Lake Forest's zone. Number 18 for Lake Forest, Alex Strenslin with the puck, and then eventually it goes out to Lesperance. 1:44 remaining. All right, so we got to do our 3 stars tonight. I'm going to go with Strenslin, Lesperance, and Alexander, because this game probably should have been 10-1 if Alexander wasn't in the net.
Oh yeah, I'm going to agree with you. But you're right to a T. Those 3 players have been very noticeable and have had a great game.
1:22 remaining, 5-1. In the lead is Lake Forest College. We're getting to about the 1-minute mark as Marian trying to get at least one more goal to get the final score to 5-2. Saved by Hartville. Casey Hartville, just a freshman from Orono High School. Minnetrista, Minnesota. Very interesting town name. Got the Minnesota and the Trista.
Hey, that's a tongue twister.
Best of 2 combinations. Trista and Minnesota. 1:09 remaining. As Lake Forest College Lake Forest College will win this one. And
head out of this weekend. 2 wins under their belt.
2 wins. So they outscored Marian 14-1. Pretty good weekend thus far. It was a pretty good weekend for Lake Forest.
I think that anytime you outscore a team 14-1, sounds like a pretty good weekend to me. What do you think?
A 13-goal spread plus 13, pretty darn good in my opinion for Lake Forest College. Let's see if they can score one more. Shoot, save by Alexander. 34 seconds remaining in the third period. Pass, and it was not able to get to number 21 of Lake Forest. That is Laura Reckenwald. And here we go, down to the last 20 seconds, and looks like the final score is going to be 5-1. Lake Forest will win this one, and Marian University, a tough loss. They fall to 1-5-1 since December 1st. As 5 seconds remaining in the third period. 3, 2, 1, and that's a winner for the Foresters. 5-1 here in Lake Forest, Illinois. Leading scorer Megan Greenway wasn't able to score in this one. Do you think it was just that she was just snake bitten, or is this cause for concern as Lake Forest College will continue their season against Finlandia?
I think this late in the game, Michelle Greenway, she's a great player, one of the best in the league, if not the best, and teams know by now to have more than one player on her at all times, so it's going to be harder for her.
And what a game it was. A lot of penalties, but Lake Forest College was able to do well in the penalty kill, and they were able to finish this one out with a 5-1 victory. The final score today was 5-1. And a great game it was. For Emily White, I'm Kyle Smith. Thank you for listening to today's game. Next game will be against Finlandia on... The next game will be against Finlandia on January 31st. Final score 5-1. Thanks for listening, everyone.